Okay. So, there's definitely more things to do with the guide spline. I had an idea. Well, I guess first step, I could switch this out with a chevron instead of just plain old arrows. Because that'll give it a real test compared to the spline follower. I do like the spline follower better. The issue is just spacing them, so then that's the problem to fix. Okay, and then we just take the chevrons that Rhinoid made. Arrow or arrow alt, or does it matter? Oh no, this is my shit that's clearly not working. Why? God balls. Okay, arrow alt. And then we switch that on the material here. Oh, we're too late. So close. You snooze, you lose. I definitely haven't been snoozing, but I've been moving slow today. I don't know if I've been losing either. I've just been, well, I guess I've been losing time. I've just been not moving very quick. Oh, I had the arrow pointing the wrong way anyway for how we set this up. Oh, damn it. It looks good. The only issue is this, is where it turns tiny when you do this. Actually, is it getting tinier? As in, is it getting bigger the further away it goes? I mean, it probably is. Yeah, but it's just that. Like, that sort of works. Okay, my other question was, where the fuck is the music? Also, this. Also, this. Gotta remember. I want to listen to this artist and nothing else, please. We'll see if it'll even... Ooh, they've got a lot of stuff. Okay, good. And then we'll see if it even pings it as usable audio or not. Or if it mutes it. Okay, so this is definitely workable, but if I turn on... use the followers... Like I said, what I really want to try to do is just spread them out over the... Yeah, because to me that looks pretty good. But then it's the issue here being they spread out weird. Oh, and then because they're not looping. Yeah, so it's literally just the fact that when you update the... Yeah, okay, but they clean themselves up over time, but that's not what I want. Because that's the other thing, is what I could do is loop the followers and just spread them out over the thing. Okay, I already went and used the restroom. I'm just gonna power through the ad break. Ain't nobody here anyway. The followers. As in the chevrons here. The question was... loop when you hit the end position? It's not a question, but that's a... Follow... Oh, wrap mode, there we go. Okay, so if I put it on wrap mode loop, and then instead of what I got going now, which is spreading them out over time, I just want to spread them out over this space, which is definitely going to be more math. Oof. Okay. So instead of doing that, I want to... Also, hello. In the middle of an ad? I guess it is a little, Oh, I guess I don't know if the girlfriend got back from the vet. So I guess I gotta stream until then so the streak doesn't end. So everybody can get their stream streak. Which I don't think... That doesn't actually get you anything, does it? It literally just is... Like, there's no, like, reward at the end for a certain amount of time. It's not like there's channel points even or anything, right? Also, Twitch does not have a thing. Okay, I was gonna say, I feel like Twitch should say something about how stream streaks work and what they do. Oh. They just called themselves stream streaks. Ah. Have all the sounds done now and on a second level. I'm making a first build to hopefully have no build errors, but still have a ton of time to fix them if there were any. It sounds like you're doing it right. You've got all the menus. You've validated that you can do the core mechanic and make levels, and you made all the menus, and you're working on a build. Like, that is very much the order you want to be doing things. Yeah, have everything done, and then go back and then add the content. Which is the point I keep trying to get to. Oh, just finish the appointment when while heading home. Okay. Well, that's good. Glad the doggy is okay. Although he really didn't seem like that. He seemed pretty okay. You know, holding him in one uncomfortable spot for a while. Not fun, but he seemed okay otherwise. You can save a streak for a certain amount of time after the stream by watching the VOD for some time. Oh, okay. But again, it doesn't, like, get you anything, right? There's no reason to do it, except for the fact that it's a stream streak. I don't know, I guess I haven't watched enough streams. Streaking or otherwise. I got my one stream streak on any streams that I watch, which I don't, so. Okay, it does give extra channel points. That was my first thought, was... What version of Visual Studio is this? 2025? I'll just install the new one. Oh, there we go. Wait a second. I got an idea. Some additional channel points to add to your 121k. I have a good number of redeems. You just gotta redeem them. I guess, or maybe I just need to have better rewards. Oh. Okay, what do you fluffing mean? I already have this. Also, what's a Chaman file? Okay, if I already have it, then... It's not a thing that I just go run, right? When did I do this? Wow, I did this back in January. I clicked that button. And I guess it just went away again. I wouldn't mind getting Visual Studio 20 like it just why is it giving me just a weird file? And not the actual like install the thing, please. If you're gonna say the thing's out of date, I would like to update. That's fine. Yeah, this. They have not updated the picture? This picture has been this picture for the longest time. Okay, this could be another Visual Studio setup. Okay, or just... The only problem is if this saves over a file that's like way the heck down here, that's gonna be an issue. Oh, okay, but if it sorts by when I installed it, then that's fine. Okay, so now while this installs, we could play this. Because I was thinking... I was like, I did like UFO 50's Party House. So, and I do like the card game Dominion. I haven't played much of either of them. Man, UFO 50 was so cool, and then I just didn't fit. There was a lot of games that I just haven't played. Like, I still want to finish Borderlands 4. No win conditions. Simply score as high as possible with a curated set of tiles. Except learning the game? Space to place a tile. Left click for everything else. Probably draw a little today because just plain text would be a bit boring. Oh, you just got another set of points for the stream streak or some other thing. Because just plain text. Oh, you talking for like a title? Like a title screen or something? I guess my next tile will be placed there. What tile was it? Oh, this is... Okay, yeah, this is very Party House. Because then it's play until you bust, I think. Wow, that tooltip is having issues. Used to purchase empty plots and more from the greenhouse. If it reaches 3, end of the day without scoring and rot tiles in the garden. Yeah, okay, so if the rot reaches 3. Meaning... Okay. Yeah, okay, there's 2 rot tiles, then... That was my one problem with this kind of scoring system is... Well, I don't know. It's just because when you... when you start the initial deck, it's basically just you stop... It tends to be that the best idea is to just stop at... Well, I guess it depends on how much rot it adds. There's music happening, isn't there? There is. There's one last thing. Oh, boosting the audio here. And then forgetting about it later. And exploding everybody's eardrums. No, let's not forget about it. I don't want to add rot. Boo, I only have this much money, though. Might as well. Or did I sell a thing? Was I selling a tile, or was I buying a tile? Okay, well, I have no money... Yeah, then it's like, okay. Plus the FERT score. What was something about a something nut and a FERT score? Those are just Maybe use the full words because they make me laugh otherwise. I thought I could make 2A as a connected wire and just coil those spots to look like A. S, but only if it looks good. Yeah, for like a title like wire thing, you could just do like a neon sign basically and just connect all of the letters if you're doing like a wire. Which would look cool, and I think would. I'm adding bad tiles. Can I? Because they're just gonna add more rot to the thing. Okay, no, just leave the greenhouse. I want more money first. I was gonna say, worst case scenario is the best case scenario. There we go. Give me something else that is not... Wait, okay, so I can add a bunch of stuff that's not rot. Oh, you click the tile to use it. Yeah, okay, so this gives you money. This gives you money. Remove tile from the plot and then discard it for the rest of the round? Oh, so this gives you money and then you remove it for the rest of the round? Interesting. Oh, why are some of these... So this one has a tooltip way over there. Okay. -2 nurture. Placed gain +3 nert. You just use the word. For each other wild rose. I don't have any wild roses. Plus I don't want rot, so... Because that's my thing. It's like, can I just buy a bunch of things that don't give me rot? Yeah, it's always... Oh, and then, okay, so these are the only things that you can purchase. Can I have the mushrooms then, please? Yes, I can. There we go. +0. It didn't give me any... Wait, what do you do? Oh, for each of the wild rose. Did I have a wild rose? Oh, I need to purchase a booster that'll give me a wild rose then, right? Once per round, click on a relevant plot. I don't want to. Okay, I don't have any money. Neon Space would not really fit a brutalist style little spacey puzzle game, I think. No, not really. Well, when I said neon sign, that's kind of just what I was saying to just have a like a chord. And just make it black so that it looks like it's a like a wire rather than a neon sign, but. Packaging was successful, not an error. Nice. This might have been the first Unreal project where the C++ with the packaging worked on the first try. Nice. That's... What is this? Yeah, okay, this is one of those ones where it's like you just kind of gotta run a bunch of rounds. Oh, well. Immediately? I guess I didn't mean to... How do I cull these again? Yeah, okay, you don't do anything because I don't have any wild roses because I need to expand my garden, but... All of these require so much stuff that I don't have. Okay, wait, how do you... open up these spaces? Convert it to an empty plot using FERT in the greenhouse. Ugh. Okay, what was I waiting on again? There was something I was waiting on. Oh, you. Okay. So make sure that this is doing its thing. Those are active tiles, I have to think about it. That has rot. And those require so much. For each bush. Oh, there's a bush. Ooh, I could just start getting goats and bushes. Oh, unavailable in calm mode. Oh. Well, do I want to save up for a goat, or do I want to... Oh, this is the one that adds the... Okay, there we go. Yeah, now I have way too many spaces for... How many flippin' things of rot? Okay, now how do you cull tiles again? Fuck off. That's just so much nothing. Although, what happens if you bust? It's probably what I should find out. Okay, you just bust and you don't get anything. Okay. No, I do like the ones where you have an odd number of whatchamacallums. Bugger off. When you don't know exactly how much rot you're gonna get. Because right now this is uninteresting because I know how much rot I'm gonna get. So it just is when I hit 2, I stop. So there's not actually a decision here. But when it's unknown how much rot you get, then that's a bit more interesting. Okay, do I want to continue tilling the soil? Do I want to... I can't do that in this version. Okay, I think I'm kind of good. Where are you at? Oh. That's fine. Okay, I lied. We're gonna keep playing this until the thing is downloaded. Do I buy more bushes? Okay, the more bushes I buy... One of these was get rid of a tile, right? On a non-bloom tile to... What was this one? Fresh earth. You did. You put the coaster straight across the screen. Ugh. I had this nice set of hills going. And then you had to ruin it with... We'll just scooch everything over. There we go. Meaning it's gonna extend up onto the screen again. Oh wait, that's behind me. There we go. Okay, so now... Can I save up for a harvest and then kill these things? What are you doing with your art? I'm moving it off screen so that it cannot be seen. That's what I'm doing. I'm hiding your art. I was gonna say from the masses, but there, when there's multiple people. How many people do you need to be a mass of people? Okay, am I saving up for... I'm saving up for the harvest. No, I'm not. That's gonna take forever because I don't have any nurture. Then we're just gonna buy as many bushes as possible. Bugger off. No, I don't really get punished for busting though, right? Meaning Okay, so you do, yeah, you can only bust a certain number of times. Okay. Busting does not make me feel good. Where are you at? Yeah, okay, this is gonna take a while. Do I want to play another game while waiting? Oh, wait, did I? Yeah, I did. I did need Visual Studio. Because the next thing I was gonna do was spread out all of the thingamabobs here. Okay, what is the next step? And it's funny, because I found a piece of paper that I wrote down some of the things from, like, some of the playtests I've done, and... Oh, that was another thing. The runestones, when they get activated, they don't actually do... They don't show up visually. Okay, did I want to play any more of this? Oh, I can't even... Oh, I can't leave a comment. I kind of need to play more of it if I want to leave a comment. Which I could. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. Then we do that, and then we also do that. I did remember only after exploding ears. Nobody said anything, though. Okay. I fixed it before anybody said anything. Even if I still ran into the problem. Okay. I was going to... I just said what I was gonna do. Runestone animations. Oh. Also, I have a list of tasks on my Trello here, right? Okay, this is fixed. I fixed that. Starter decks I added a long time ago. The guideline I'm still working on. Runestone spawning I have working. Runestone scoring is what I was just about to work on. I did have an idea I wanted to mess with that was after each roll that it adds more buttons based on how many buttons you got rid of. As in, a la Balatro, once you draw a hand of cards, or once you play a hand of cards, you draw back up to that amount. Or you draw however many cards or whatnot. Dealing out buttons. That is working, right? Yeah, constellation icons is something I kind of want to work on at some point too. I don't know why it permanently has a thing of how many subs I need to hit the goal. I don't know why that popped up. I guess it's just because there's only one more to go, but I'm like, that's not going to be hit anytime soon. Okay, but runestone scoring is... Or rather, it's the runestone animation is what I... Because this is saying it's a feature, which I think I have the feature for runestone score. Yeah, programming. It's programmed so that you can score a runestone. But now, runestone animation, which might also help people understand that it is... Well, no, it's animation, not art. Okay, which is really just a matter of we go to the prefab for the runestone. See, now it's kind of sad that I'm like dreading Brainoid showing up to be a hater and tell me you're not doing it right, you're taking forever, and this go work on something else. And the worst part is that it's, I mean well. That's the worst part. Yeah, now that I have the path preview, I am thinking about bringing back the octagon, but we'll see. Because people did say it's a little too... Well, and maybe it is a matter of just not rounding out the octagon. So that it's... I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I do need to worry about constellations at some point too, so it's not just words on these things. Also, welcome home, I guess. Congrats on making it home back. Safe. This, I needed to add an animator. For you, or for you? No, we'll just add the animator at the top here. Okay, and now the controller is a new controller. There's a way to get it to automatically do it, and I had some idea about the animation. There was some animation issue I was thinking about. Oh, wait a second. Was it the slimes? Because I think I added like a blink to the slimes and then it wasn't playing the animation. And I'm like, wait a second. It's because it's trying to do two animations at once. Okay, runestone animator. And now here. Or rather... animation, there we go. And then this is... like a pulse. It's kind of what it is what I'm thinking, is it just does the bounce like the slime does. Arrow bounce. Okay, how about runestone bounce? That's really what it is. No, it's a runestone like pulse, because I could also have it bounce from a certain side or something too. Whatever. Whatever's the most confusing. The most number of words. For level design in the current jam game, took the pay-to-win method. Got a paid Unreal plugin that adds better level modeling tools than the Blender default ones. And it's all in engine, so I don't have to constantly jump between the two, making tiny adjustments, exporting and importing again. It's so much better, and I'm sure I'll use it for other future projects too. There's also currently a great Humble bundle, but you probably have most, if not all, games from it. I get all those emails about Humble Bundle, and they just send so many at this point that I'm like, it's like a daily thing of like, there's a new Humble Bundle, and I've kind of tuned them out at this point. Ugh, no, I don't want to try to log into Humble Bundle right now. Okay, yeah, just to the scale of the whole thing, because then it doesn't matter what thing it's under. And then I'll get mad at this later when it's funky, like, but... Okay, do I want it to, like, shrink a little bit? And then... I think I do. So shrink just a bit. And then, like, here, grow to, like... something like that? I don't know. And then back to the regular size. I think I'm doing it the wrong way around. Is that good? Is that weird? Do I need to just kind of put these together? And then I could change the speed in it. Since I never have enough distractions. Send a new video of the jam game now with sound. Since I never have enough distractions, I'm always... That's my secret cap. I'm always distracted. That movie's like so old at this point. Oh no. What? How did it shift back up to here? Oh, and I guess I could just hit left, apparently. This is looking fairly cool, fairly polished. I think the walking through the wire at the end is the thing that you'll need to really fix there, but... Yeah, you're getting close to the, like, just content portion of it. Yeah, you might have to change that first puzzle there so that you're not, it would be too much work to fix walking through the wire. Oh, that's not going to be part of the puzzle? I mean, like, for Unity, I can just add a collider on top of the wire, and then the player wouldn't be able to walk through it. And then I'm like, oh, you could have it lie against the floor just automatically. And I'm like, that's suddenly so much more work to have it automatically snap to a certain wall or something. But what the challenge should be the math, not navigation. Yeah. I feel like there's a way to visually make it seem a little less, like you're walking through the wires. I guess some of that's either on the level design to make sure that the wires aren't really supposed to be on top of each other, but I think the player's going to automatically say, oh, I can connect this to that, so I'm going to immediately do that and walk through the wire, but... Okay, it doesn't matter. This doesn't need to look good right now. This just needs to exist. Okay, and then... So now that this exists... This just needs an animator. Man, I bumped the audio up so much. Could have the wire drop to the floor so the player walks over the wire, but would only attempt doing that after the jam. That's well, and that's what I was thinking of. Was yeah, you have the wire automatically snap to whatever is the nearest surface so that it's out of the way. But yeah, that sounds like that would be crazy. That sounds like it would be too much for a jam. And probably for an actual game or something too, like, not necessary. Animator. And then it's just animator.play when it is Yeah, problem is I think it's in the scoring sequence, not in the runestone itself. This doesn't actually say this. This is the thing that would have the animator, though. So maybe I need to go back to the runestone itself to say, hey, animate? Shoot. Yeah, I need to somehow have it go back to this, that this is getting triggered. This is where I think the animator should be, though. Like, it shouldn't be on a different object. Or, well, I mean, this... Because I guess this would be under the scoring manager or something, but... I think I missed a hydrate earlier, and I saw another hydrate, but I've been waiting for the ads to start so that I could go pee and then hydrate again. There's the ads, finally. It's pee time, then I will hydrate. Okay. Oh, it's because you're the game. Oh boy. Like I said, I've been feeling slow today, and I do not know why. So the question is... It's the scoring manager is the thing that determines whether something scores or not. Or rather, the game manager here. Actually, wait. So, button pressed, I think. I remembered correctly. Okay, so button pressed. Oh, I am just pitching it up other. Should not be pitching it up if it's not scoring. Oh, no, no, no. No, that should be there because I don't know. I don't remember how this works. Okay, it's somewhere in here. It's the score, spawn the score pop-up. It's the thing that really should be. Or wherever that is. Okay, wait, this is doing it every time you press it. Oh, meaning if the text is nothing, it's just... So it's happening no matter what? And because this is just the number. That's just the score pop-up. This is doing the scoring sequence. And then it should also tie into whatever the... Shoot. It's when you initialize the runestone, then you... It's like, okay, when how does the runestone get added to this? I can never remember how the heck this flippin' thing works. It's adding a sequence, but it's really just trying to determine if... So that just returns the... It doesn't return anything. It just adds it to the current number sequence. This is just so confusing. Okay, somebody's using this for something. Aha, there we go. But that doesn't tie back into the runestone. When you add a runestone, it'll add this. Why did I have a list of all of these different things? And just not ignore the other things? So then who accesses the scoring number code or whatever? I knew this was gonna be a pain. Score sequences there. So this is the sequence and sequence detector. Activate sequences, and then should probably be no, not an event. It should just be whoever is owning this, whoever added the sequence, whichever runestone added the sequence, which is like here. There, score manager, add sequence, this, which gives you the runestone's name and scoring sequence. Which the runestone's name, if you add two of the same, do they have different names? They should have different names, right? As long as they have unique names. Okay, so how about spawn 3 of them? Yeah, this is something that should, if the code were working better. Okay, well, first things first, don't loop. Don't loop the animation, you goof. Why is that the default for everything? I don't understand. Don't play on awake and don't loop. The animator here. Why are you like this? There we go. Don't loop. And also don't play on awake. Oh. I guess I need the rootstone idle, which is just the... Okay, then this is the oops, I lied. Set layer is the default state. Make the transition back to this. There we go. Okay, and then don't loop that animation. So good to know that the animation is playing, I guess. Oh, let's see if I'm in within the 60 seconds. Yay. I just told you to not play on awake. Pulse should go into idle, but it shouldn't go back out of it, right? You're not hooked up to anything. Why are you... No. This to this. You dumb? That's what I meant. I did the wrong direction. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, now don't do anything. Okay, good. I'm glad you were not doing anything. Now... Yeah, this works, but... Oh, this is the other issue. Yeah. Is it 10? I think it should be 12 though, right? Yeah, 12. Don't tell me the flippin' runestone thing is back. Yeah, okay, on a refresh, it seems to be fine. But then if I do any kind of... Well, I guess either or. Okay, it just a pair is fine. Oh no, that's 11 of them. Where the fuck are the other... We're back to this problem too? The... Fuck you, you fucking dumb fucking piece of fucking goddamn fucking shit. Why the fuck are you fucking... I didn't find... It's what? Less than an hour. Okay, well, I guess it says don't forget to restart. Let's forget to restart. Okay, no, or we'll just continue updating the other things on this list here. Why do I have 2022? Cancel. I don't need to... I just realized I was messing with Visual Studio at the same time, wasn't I? Yeah, you turned it on and you're just... Well, it's because I thought I fixed a problem. And that I keep thinking about that. So... Also unrelated to cursing, please call for a minute. Okay. I guess I will be back in a minute. It'll probably be longer than a minute, but I will be back. Okay. Oh, that's what happened with emote drop. Okay. I tried to refresh it, and then I ended up just killing it. Oh, that was my question, was the 3... whatchamacallums. So yeah, duplicate palindromes are labeled the same. Great. Technically, anytime any palindrome scores, it's gonna... Well, I guess it doesn't... So then it doesn't need to... Okay, so the name... Sequence detector, add sequence with the name. But then it's just a matter of if the... These things are so tied together in a way that I just don't remember how they work. Yeah, so this is saying if you find the name, score that, and then... You don't have the runestone info. Wait, so this is the one getting the runestone? Or was the... Oh, one of them said they had the runestone, or I guess the runestone was passing in that info here. Dadgummit. Okay, but it's here is where it's saying which sequences have scored. So now it just needs to go back to... Yeah, because it should just trigger all of... Okay, so this is just an event. There we go. So the runes... Okay. How do you do actions again? Just like the flippin'... whatchamacallums. Oh, I have runestone stuff. No, but this is... The runestone needs to subscribe to... the score manager here. Or it's when this gets hit. Yeah, okay, so score sequences, which returns a string of yeah, but this is a for loop. For each sequence, the scoring sequence then says it's this. That should... Oh, because the button being... No, wait. That should have multiple sequences being scored, which it is, number-wise, but it's only listing one of these. Because it's only returning the string, it's not adding this string to... Yeah, but that's if you score a pair and a palindrome at the same time, it'll only list the palindrome. Well, I guess you couldn't on some of those. But there is going to be scenarios, or yeah, because of the pair is related to color, and if you do a palindrome that's a 1, 2, 1, and then these are both yellow, that'll be a pair and a palindrome scoring at the same time, and it'll only list the one. So that when you go to here, the scoring sequence is not a list of the different scoring sequences, a la this. And then I gotta separate them all out based on... Okay, maybe we don't mess with that for now. All I need to do is just say when when this is getting scored, which is active sequences. Yeah, here. When it adds an active sequence here. Yeah, this is another thing that needs to be completely rewritten, because I'm obviously very confused. Because it's here when you, here when you add the sequence is where it's saying the runestone name and sequence. And then here, it's just all the runestones that have that. Okay, not the sequence detector, this score manager here. So we're gonna do a Unity action. Okay, you don't need to do that. It doesn't need to return like a string though, right? So then like here, this on breast. I don't think that's actually doing anything right now. Okay, and there's no on pointer enter. Oh, on hover enter, not on pointer enter. It's on pointer enter is when on hover enter is invoked. Okay, it's just the invoke. The invoke is the only thing I need. Here. It's the score manager. Runestone scored. When you do score sequences. Runestone scored. Invoke, and then you pass in the string that is the the split sequence. Shoot. Oh, well then I can just do that then? It's just the one. Okay, so this is just every runestone is going to get a string as to whether it scores or not. Then the runestone over here is going to and then this is subscribing to that, I would assume. On hover enter. On Hoover. Oh my god. On hover enter. Okay, so now on the runestone. This was on the start. Is when it says, not runestone in this case, score manager. And then, not that, it's runestone scored. And then, score. And then here. That's where I can see how it's passing in the... It's just, it seems silly because it is, but I'm a silly, silly man. Okay, and minus equals. Okay, now over here, there we go. Is where I have the string that I'm passing on. So score and then string. Wow, this is not organized in any way, shape, or form. Oh boy. What? I typed in string incorrectly, and it gave me that wild of an answer. Gosh dang it, Pagorli bot. Again, not even a real Pagorli, just a Pagorli bot. Has to mess up all my beautiful work. Something like that. Actually, wait, I could just... There we go. And then, what is the string? I guess the name. Something like that. Okay, so now if the name real smart stuff there. Because you have a name, right? So the game object.name, initializing the runestone sets its name to this. Okay, no, so this is the sequence then. Okay, so now sequence equals name. Then you can do the animator dot play. Well, okay, just play the flippin' thing. Runestone bounce, I think, for maximum confusion. What was the animation for that? Pulse, even. I just am not a smart man. Time to get experimental. Write the title and a font that you like for the game. I want it in 3D with the cables. I'm gonna try to export it as an SVG and import that to Blender. Neat. As in, you wanna just take a font and extrude it and then wrap cables around it. Blender has an ability to just like wrap around the thing, right? Yeah. No, I've even seen that with the pipe animation that I was trying to do. Yeah, you can turn text to a mesh. I kind of figured that Blender would have that after all the time that it's had to be worked on. Okay, I don't think this is gonna work at all. No, nobody wants to bet here with me, do they? You could just have a text to node using that font and then just convert it to a mesh. Oh, isn't Blender has a text node? Also, I was saying there was a Pagorli bot, but apparently there's an actual Pagorli too. Pair, palindrome, palindrome. So if I just do a palindrome. So, is it going to... Nope. Oh, I didn't have the... Oh. So it tried to do it? Is that what you're telling me? So the only reason it didn't work is because I didn't actually do the one step that I always forget. Yeah, this. Dragging that to there. Don't tell me that's the one thing preventing it from actually working. Yeah, have one of those job things, so you're only half here. Yeah, okay. Tried Blender's text stuff once, but it gave me a lot of holes in the text, so I want to try it this way. Okay. Again, still cool that there's some kind of option. Hey, Blender. Oh no. Okay, it doesn't matter. Just score. So is this gonna be? I didn't see an animation. It seemed like it tried to do something. Oh yeah, and I forgot that this was a problem again. Which is weird because when I restart, it's fine. But when I try to add a button after the fact, that's when it's fucked. Okay, does it just score something? How about a 656? Palindrome, this didn't seem to do anything though. But when I had the animator not working, it seemed like it was trying to do it. No. It's a debug. Log. Okay, animate. And then the sequence. What are you trying to animate if you do in fact get to this point? Also, there's a lot of other debugs, so don't know if that's gonna happen. Animate palindrome, animate palindrome, animate palindrome, animate palindrome. Why did you run 4 times? I didn't hit palindrome twice, did I? Yeah, I got palindrome. It's a misnomer. I just didn't want to figure out how to actually score it correctly. Okay, I could just score a pair instead. That's easier to do. Animate pair. I animated the pair only the once, so maybe I did hit 2 palindromes and just didn't realize it. Also, it says it's doing it. And that is what it's called, right? For maximum confusion. The runestone. The animation. Runestone pulse. Which looks like that. And then the animator. Wait a second. Are you causing issues? It loves its fade out. Like, I tend to reset you back to what you are. That's really shouldn't have mattered. What? Why is this scale seem to reset? Like, what? Because the animation, you're supposed to just... What scale are you at the end of this? Can I see the object, please? You start at 1, you end at 1. The idle doesn't have anything, okay. So that shouldn't have changed it, but... hello. Interesting way to announce your presence by farting. To each their own, I guess. Okay. So... I doubt that's gonna change anything. I mean... I thought every channel with Bugorley has a fart command. I do not. You cannot open the fart gates. You can ride a roller coaster around if you want. Let's do palindrome then, I guess. It didn't seem to animate, but if I go over here and see sequence palindrome animates palindrome, you tried to do it. Animator.play this animation. I didn't spell it right. Fuck you. God damn it. Motherfucking balls. Asterix. Because I have an inability to type, I have an inability to think. I have an inability to believe in myself either. The core problem is really just an inability to believe myself. I guess if you wanted your specific, yeah, it toggles it. It toggles the first person point of view, so you can toggle it back again if you want. Yeah, I don't have any commands for stopping that, so you can spam it if you wanted, but that is on my list of upgrades here to kind of stop some of that. Well, and this is kind of just making a mod control so that if I say something that goes over everybody else's. Okay, so now that I have the word spelled right, are you gonna animate it? Go ram it. Pair, pair, pair. I guess I'll try scoring a pair then. Yeah, this right here. So why I want to mess with it. I'll score another pair there. I guess can't score the 4s really, but... I could score the... No, I can't really... No, I could score the 3s. I go that way, and then that way, and that way, and then that way. Ooh, I could add a color to the arrow to show how old some of it is. Not super necessary, but... Oh, how easy is that to do with this? Okay. Oh, it really just needs to be a... here. It's the guideline. Yeah, it doesn't need to be done right now, but... guideline, color, gradient. And probably an art thing. Okay, yeah, because then you could tell that this is an older part of the path. Okay, but does that animated, that animated, that animated, that animated, that animated. Sweet. And then this fucking shit is fucked. Despite the fact that this fucking shit is fine. I hate everything. Okay, so let's just score this. Okay, let's just score pairs and see. Yeah, okay, let's just score a handful of pairs. Goodness. So that's the only one pulsing. Okay. Do I want to change the animation? Yeah, a little bit. But I added the ability to pulse the runestones when you hit the actual score, so that's good. And it does it for all of them if there's multiple. Yay! Okay, that's something working. Did I want to make another pass at the guides blind? Because this version is almost working. But that was the thing, is when I turn on the followers... Okay, so we go back to the guides blind and say... add chevron. Yeah, it's with a delay. So now, can I manually place a set of points along the spline? Based on how long the spline is. Because the auto count, which it seems to say that there is an auto count, was not auto counting. I am not hydrated. Despite the 3 or 4 hydrations behind at this point, I think. And then you decide to add to it. So that I continue to stay 3 to 4 hydrations behind. But this is just like my journal now at this point. It's 3 or 4 days behind. And I keep hoping to have an evening to work on it. It's like, just work on it in the morning. Stop laying around playing Pixel Flow. I'm like, but I was feeling kind of off. And just lying down made me feel better. Yeah, but you don't need to play Pixel Flow at the same time. It was part of what was making me feel better. No, it wasn't. Okay. Because I didn't hydrate. I was pouring the water so I could hydrate again. Unless you're apologizing for my presence. Which... I'm gonna not be defeatist. Okay. What was I... As much as I like being defeatist. As much as I like not believing in myself. Maybe this is why Brain shows up to pick on me. Because not only am I dumb, but I'm also listening to the haters. Oh, there is no... whatchamacallit anyway. I'm looking for palindromes. Oh, and I can't really do a countdown this way. Okay, we're not playing the actual game. Again, it's probably a good thing that I'm enjoying the game enough to try actually playing it, but that's not what I'm doing right now. Okay. Palindrome, both of them pulse. And palindrome and both of them pulse. That could probably just be a faster animation. And the smaller animation. Or, again, they should just be smaller in general. Well, it's one of those things of, if I go back to... the mesh that's the octagon instead of this rounded cube. Did I make the text bigger, or does it just seem to be bigger here? Because the two problems with the octagon is people thought it was a button, but I think if I... yeah, and then if it pings... Why? Why do you hate me? Why do you hate me so? This was the thing that I was passing in as the... I wasn't passing in any kind of mesh render? Why is this the thing that's getting colored? Why is this not the thing that's getting colored anymore? Oh, okay, so I did have the wrong... Okay. What do you fluffing mean, you dumb? I just changed that to fix it so that it would try to actually color this with the right color. Why did you not do that? I went to the moped store and I said, and the salesman said, "What up? What's your budget?" And I said, "I don't know nothing about mopeds." He said, "I got the one for you. Follow me." Was this not the thing? This mesh render. Again, why do I have multiple? I don't know. At some point, I'm going to do a full re-optimization. Or an optimization, I guess. Okay, there we go. Now it's back to these, which people were saying look kind of like buttons. But if you try to hit that with the arrow, then you'll see... oh, oops, it just eats it. I don't know, maybe I should keep them as walls. But now, if I animate it... then it's not going to be too big. Okay. Do I want to try to make another pass at the arrow? Is the question. Canyon arrow. Okay, didn't I have a list of, like, what I was gonna do for the Steam screenshots? I thought I put a bit of work into, like, okay, here is exactly what I was gonna do for that, and yet... Yeah, then this is rapidly approaching. If I don't have anything on Steam, I gotta do a just jam compilation. But I thought somewhere... Wait, why do I only have this? Oh, you just decided to change the icons, and I'm gonna get confused. Did you change the icon for all of these? No, just the Google Docs. Gee, thanks. Oh, I guess I should mention that I'm gonna be part of this. If anybody wants to come see me in person, which apparently, what's his face is gonna be there? Jacob Geller. Looks like he's a YouTuber that I watch that I like. So that's kind of cool. But I do not know a kid well. Yeah, and then if you actually have any sort of AAA experience with games, then the portfolio is super simple. Because it's just a list of AAA games. And not the, like, so sort of fancy thing. I mean, it's not super fancy. But it's at least got the whole, like, filter of, like, oh, here's a bunch of nonsense because I don't have any actual work that I've done. But I have not done this one before, so the exhibiting here and, you see, it's like this looks... I feel like I've done this before, but they made it sound so much bigger. Unless I'm mixing this up with the Cherry Blossom Fest, but I think it's at the same place, so... That's why I'm getting confused. But I am excited to show off the game. Or at least I will be. No, I will be excited to show off the game no matter what. Even if I don't get a new build up. Okay. Did I want to mess with the guide spline anymore? Or the guideline anymore? Not particularly, not really, no. Oh, it's because I wanted to find the list of Steam screenshot things. And I was like, I thought it was here. I thought it was there. And yet... Oh, I was reading another article that was talking about, like, if you can't really, like, say what the game is in 3 words. Yeah, because there are games that you definitely say, like, oh, anime roller derby. And cars. It's like, okay. Anime car roller derby. Or I guess it's anime... At least, yeah, because that was a game I saw recently that was like, okay, I can see... Although that was just on a Kickstarter. That didn't seem like it was popping off. But it's still, to me, read clearly as to what the game was. Which I think there is just a slight... But the thing I was thinking, it's like... Because there's like the visual aspect of it. I think the word that I want here for the... That makes it sound like it's a factory game, though. And I do know of a fact, like, I think I have it on the list down here. That is straight up. Okay, Marble game, Factory Games. Yeah, Color Factory. That is straight up a cute, colorful factory thing. But that hasn't even broken 100 reviews, so. Just saying hi, lurking forever. Fine by me. You don't need to show me up with your knowledge of how to actually do anything. So, that's fine by me. Yeah, but can I sum up the game in 3 words in a way that's interesting and also... I don't know, like... That doesn't really make sense. That's not what I'm working on anyway. I was trying to find my list. I thought I had a list of what sort of Steam screenshots I wanted. And yet... when I go to find that list, I don't appear... I just have random other nonsense. Yeah, okay, because that doesn't have a list, and then this also does not have a list of what the Steam screenshots were gonna be. And then the question is, where else would I have put it if it not here? Nope, not, it's ideas. Ideas. Nope, not that either. Having a hard time. Marketing, maybe? Is this where I put it? No, this is, I just put a long list of... Marketing and project plan? No. This says nothing. I didn't fill out anything for that. Marketing was not it. Did I not? I could have sworn. If I go back through this stuff that I did. I spent a day or two going over Steam screenshots to try to figure out of the roguelikes that are there, what sort of things do they have. And I could have sworn I made, like, notes about it. Steam screenshots guide. Steam thumbnail guide. Okay, I did. I guess I just closed these. Yeah, okay, this is what it was. Yeah, okay, I wanted a couple shots that were at the different steps of the game. Then, you know, when you're further along and you've upgraded everything. Yeah, I think the screenshot that I kind of want to lean into with the thumbnail. Okay, so these are all nothing. Okay, and now since I've confused myself with where the heck this stuff was. Yeah, okay, so logo ideas. Maybe we do this as bold and... Also, wire... Okay. This there. Okay, I could have just copy-pasted all of it, but whatever. Okay, there's that original drawing I did, then these. And I'm kind of wanting to lean into this kind of thing. Except instead of a character here, it's a bumper. With Plunk there. Because now I actually have like a slime character. Kind of, sort of, maybe. Actually, do I have the other thumbnails? Can I just make a... like, evolution of the thumbnails? Let's see, because this one... And then this one. That's the most recent. I did put it there. Dang it. Okay, and then most recent. And then what was it? There was the other really hectic one, this one. Where I just try to take that vision. Yeah, there. So I did this, trying to translate the vision here. Said, no, let's do that instead. And now I think I kind of want to go closer to this. Oh, big slime pack. So I can catch all those slimes that I will forget about. Okay. And then why was I thinking about screenshots? Well, because now that I have the arrow, is the full game kind of playable? Or... okay, now this is the other placeholder thing that I would need to clean up for a screenshot. I don't want to start a constellation generator right now, I don't think. Oh, and then there's that other fucking bug that I reintroduced, or that I never removed or something, along with the many other bugs that never got solved. That's the frustrating thing. I keep thinking I solved them, and then somebody plays the game and it's like, nope, still not solved. Oh, the other thing with the guide spline was when you actually play the game, the spline is... yeah, okay, so I'm not done with the guide spline, that's... yeah, palindrome is mislabeled. Yeah, and I did kind of want to maybe mess with the spline follower stuff, but yeah, okay, because it's hitting the back of the ball. And it should be the other way around anyway. Yeah, so adding stuff to the board's also broken again. So that is the question, is can I attach the guide spline to the ball, or does everything explode? Because this is... specific. So what happens if I just slap the guide's blind on the ball? Oh. Because these are all using that. Oh, whoops. Okay, you guys are not supposed to be real things here. I guess I could do decorative versions that don't have stuff. Oh, and then this is also placeholder, because they're not actually animating to slide into the next place or not. These probably should just be like decorative slimes instead. And just separate them. But not yet. I should add some of the other people's drawings. Yeah, because I did figure out how to scan stuff and get it actually onto my phone, which is obnoxious because I'm like, I'd like to put it on my computer, and it was like, use the app. Well, oh, okay, I guess I'll just use the app instead. Oh, palindrome anyway. Okay, but I'm not playing the game, right? What am I doing? Or maybe I am playing the game. Okay. Oh, I was checking to see if the guide spline was working on the... No, definitely not. Okay, so just slapping the thing on there didn't do what I wanted. Am I gonna mess with it right now? No. Can I get the other guide spline to turn off? Okay, I do need this. Okay, until I actually add it to the character. Yeah, okay, so in terms of the screenshot stuff, did I actually copy that stuff down, or did I just copy it over the thumbnails? I didn't actually copy over the... Yes, okay, that was logo ideas, of which I did not copy over the thing that I was just saying for the Steam thumbnail guide. Okay, and then the second thing was this. Oh, Steam screenshot guide. Howdy, howdy. Do I want to do a build? Well, I don't know. It looks a little awkward. It's going fairly good. I got this new line that is kind of working. And then I also just added a thing where it... so yeah, you have the path preview there that's kind of working. It's a little awkward. Yeah, especially here, where it's like it just shrinks. If you do a bumper into a bumper, it just shrinks. And I'm like, I was thinking of messing with the spline followers again. But now that you have the path here, then the other thing is when you score a pair, it actually... Yeah, this thing actually pulses. So that you can kind of tell that it's doing something. Are the kind of two big things I added today. And that, I think, is broken completely. Yeah, there definitely still needs to be some more tutorial stuff. But I was thinking about publishing stuff again. Yeah, okay. Have I figured out the art style? Well, okay. If I go look at Grindstone, let's look at a screenshot of Grindstone. and say, do I have all of the elements of a screenshot of Grindstone? I don't have the menus with all of the UI and the levels and stuff, but if I look at this, do I have all of the elements of this? Not that I'm remaking Grindstone, but I do have the pathing, I do have the numbers scoring for... Oh, it's the runestones. The runestones I still need to finish. Or if I look at a screenshot of Balatro is the other one. Yeah, okay, so I have the game in motion, you're scoring a thing. I have the number here. And then I don't have the runestones finished. They're placeholders still, they're just names. And then for other screenshots, it's stuff like this, like the upgrade screen. Like a build that's further along. Yeah, here's all of the, like, jokers. Yeah, and then just all of the, like, there's so many features, there's so many things. Yeah, like a boss level. And then the different colors. There's also, like, green and purple and blue and red. Yeah, this kind of thing is very much the kind of screenshot I want to... Yeah, with this. And what does it look like on Steam for Plungeroo? Since that was also another major inspiration, but I don't know that they're doing it great. Yeah. This is not doing super great sales-wise, but... And again, yeah, it is the different color palettes of the different worlds, of which I don't have that. So like if I look at this here, it's these old screenshots of this. Wow, this is this is super old. Oh, because that was the other question. It's like, luck to be a landlord. I am reaching parity with that though. Yeah, okay, because there's the game running, there's the upgrade screen, there's the other upgrade screen. Are really the three important screenshots here. Okay, so it's just getting the runestones working, and then getting the actual color palettes switched out between levels. I guess if I could have some kind of like a boss fight thing, because that is also what Balatro shows. But that's the thing, it's like something like this I can fake. If I just make the like constellation generator, or if I just have a set of constellations, I can kind of fake this screenshot for now. I don't really have the like upgrading and changing buttons. Yeah, and I don't have the, like, here's the whole deck that you can see, too. That's another thing I'll need to add. I guess Luck Me a Landlord doesn't show you what your actual deck of things looks like. Yeah, and again, this just has a list of here's the levels, and then here's customization options. Yeah, which is definitely where I would want to have like the painting the word hello kind of a thing. Oh, I guess this sort of indicates seasonal events and stuff too. This is a screenshot that they thought was important enough to save? Interesting. Yeah, okay, and this is the just color palette thing of there's different levels being, or you know, they look different visually. Yeah, like that. Yeah, a lot of these do just show the level at the start instead of the actual path planing, which I think is surprising. Oh, that's the boss rush mode, yeah. That I don't think I've actually messed with. Yeah, because then like Backpack Hero also has like different worlds and stuff. Oh, and then like Super Auto Pets, you have new... Interesting, it's the itch.io that pops up. Yeah, I definitely don't have, like, this. Like, here's the next set of levels. What does whatchamacallit look like? How did I get on this tangent again of just screenshots? Well, like I said, the two things I need to do is add the constellations for the runestones, and then I need to add some kind of other levels. And then the rest of the stuff I think I can fake. But... shoot, there's a game I'm thinking of. That I wanted to look at the... Oh wait, because something like Runeborn, I don't think that has different color backgrounds? I don't know. Or Cat God Ranch, do you have different backgrounds? Okay, that's when you score really well. That's just another upgrade thing. Oh, they do have different color backgrounds. Like a big scary boss with a different background, big scary boss with a different background. And then the different unlocks and stuff. And then here's your deck. Okay, and this has different color levels and stuff too. Oh wow, it looks like they put a lot, like, to me, Steam would like this better. It's like a dark fantasy roguelike thing as opposed to cute animal thing. And yet this is doing better. Huh. Okay, but my question was... There's a game that I have, that I played, that confused me, or at least I played the demo. Go Raymond, now I can't find it. It's not a farming game. What's the... Okay, I played the demo not too long ago, right? Did I get the game, too? I bought Angeline Era? Yeah, Kingdoms of the Dump is so cool, and yet I haven't played it. Loot plot. Goodness me. Wow, it was over. It was a year ago, basically. And I have the game. Okay, but I wanted to look at the store page for loot plot. That's what it was. Yeah, okay, and they do have... Here's the store. Here's different color backgrounds. Here's an insane end level thing. I don't know. I think this game could get like 20 reviews when I put it out. I'm like 10 I think I can get from friends and family. I think I can hit the 10 review and actually get it to pop up with or not very positive, but I think I could get it to pop up with some amount of text. Oh, so they kind of do... Oh, this is very mobile. Okay, but they get away with kind of zooming in on stuff too. Okay, yeah, loot plot was the one I was trying to remember. Of which, it's probably in this list and I just didn't see it. Loot plot is not in here. I feel like it should be. Yeah, because I'm like, wait, Super Monkey Ball and CD Trap Master are not... Okay, I very clearly have things mislabeled. Okay, but the next step is to get the constellation thing going. Because that's the jokers here in this screenshot are not finished. Essentially. I can't actually make both A's and the titles into cables because the titles doesn't actually have two A's, but it has an A and an O. You could definitely do a loop for an O that I think would work. Yeah, okay, and a lot of these are just changing the color of the background. I guess this is changing locations and stuff, but again, some of this is like further along after it's had some updates. Okay, but a lot of these do just change the color of the background. That's about it. Alright, so I saw Dominova scroll by when I was looking at... And again, also just changes the color of the background. Well, it's the same thing with Replicat too. No, the Replicat has different shaders. Right? Oh, it is just different color. No, okay, it is different shaders and different colors. Yeah, okay. I was thinking about messing with like a brick shader. Because I'm like, oh, well, if I figured out the polka dots, can I do bricks instead? Okay, yeah, so the things are the... Okay, runestone animation I finished. Oh, ball squash and stretch I did. Constellation icons are the next thing I should work on. And then the other thing was... Oh, it wasn't ads recently, was it? Oh, and I totally missed. I totally missed the Jamalytics jam, making a game where you could fuse any two objects. That sounds cool. Again, I missed the Jamalytics. I was thinking, I'm like, when is the next GMTK jam? Because I'm like, that feels like it's summer's coming up here, and it is. That is the other one that I've been doing on a regular basis. Was there not a new one announced? This is 2025. Unless this is the site to go to here. Oh, so it hasn't been announced yet. I was like, it was typically a summer thing, right? Probably end of June or July. Yeah, this is one of those, like, have I made any good games for this? Not really, no. But I keep doing it. Yeah, Roll of the Dice is the one game that, like, got any interest. Okay, July 30th to August 3rd. August. Oh, okay, so I am a little early. Summer's only just starting, not... I thought he announced the dates a little earlier, but maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe I'm just anticipating it. Okay, I'm done looking at the screenshots. I need to figure out constellations. It's the next big thing. Or rather, because if I could figure out the shader, like making a fancy gem shader for the runestones, that would help as well. And then making, oh, that with the brick background, a brick shader. That was the other thing I wanted to throw on here. It's kind of a programming thing. It's just an art task, really. Okay, so the two questions are... Well, I know I've done, like, a constellation before. Also, I need to pee. I don't know if ads happened anytime recently, which it doesn't seem like they did. Meaning an ad break is gonna happen, like, any moment now. Right? Yeah, it doesn't say when this chat message was sent. It'd be real nice for me to see when ads are gonna happen again, so I can pee again. Also, I am heading out at 3. Okay, ads are starting to get emitted. Okay, cool. Ask and ye shall receive. I am gonna be heading out at 3 o'clock as well, so I got half an hour to do. Or do I want to just head out early? Oh, let's do, okay, wait, I got an idea. Let's do builds. Yeah, okay, and the next thing is going to be visually making the runestones better and then making the background switch out. Oh, I guess level generation is the other thing. Because if I could figure out, like, handcrafted level generation stuff, that would be good, too. Good job on the uncommon. On the uncommon slime there. Okay, this is, Oh, it just started quick that time. Okay, I'm gonna pee. I'll be back. Yeah, okay, dadgummit. I step away for a moment. This is what happens. I get a roller coaster across the screen and random pictures and bad dad jokes. What was the dad joke? Ah. Well, it's just Pagorli, too. It's like, it's just if I leave Pagorli unsupervised, this is what happens. There we go. We'll leave this insanity in the corner of the screen. Send an image of the general structure I have for the title right now. Please judge. I shall judge. You obviously got to do a pass on, like, lighting and stuff, but in terms of the shape of things, I think if you can make the O a little cleaner, at least the A looks so clean compared to the O. Oh, I guess the A has a double loop on it. I don't think you need to do a double loop. I think just doing a single loop between both, like I said, making it look like a neon, or like a just tube of glass. But I don't think neon typically does, like, multiple loops, so that would be my only feedback. Obviously, the lighting is going to change to make it better, but I don't think you need to double loop the wire. I think if you just do a single loop, that'll look cleaner. And maybe move the text together? It looks like they're kind of separated funky, and it is, I think, stretching your cord a bit, too. I was doing builds. That's what I was doing. Yes. Yeah, okay, there's definitely still bugs, and then it's like the rune styles are the next thing to really fix up and make look nice. Then I think I can fake whatever stuff I need for screenshots if necessary. Yep. And I can show you image stuff. Thanks for judgment. Gonna make changes. As in, you're gonna take into consideration? Or you're just gonna change what I said? I mean, it does look good. I mean, it's very clearly readable. Oh, I know that's something that Chris Silkowski said, is that don't do just all caps word font stuff. But I think part of that he was saying, like, don't have just a basic word. Like, actually change the words, which you did. The chord between the two letters is obviously changing it so that it's not just straight up the words, but I guess I could try. I did do like a paper version for my initial thumbnail, so I could try drawing up another paper version of like this kind of thing. I don't know, it's like if I have a bumper in the background, it's really not gonna read well. I don't think. Yeah, and then if I look at something like Amaze or Bounce Defense, that is just using like the ball as oh, the particle effects. I know. The girly friend said a while ago, add some like traveling particle effects or something. So... Because I have particle effects attached to something for something or other, right? Or is that on the bumper? That's on the bumper, isn't it? That's every time the bumper gets bumped, it does a particle effect. But that is not on the slime. So that's not on the slime trail, of which there isn't really a slime trail, but... Yeah, I know people didn't like Countdown, but I do think it's an interesting one because it's specific numbers that you're looking for. I think there's a way I can make it more interesting that I'm just not doing right now. Okay, but my question here, and this seems to come up a lot. It's like, okay, I'm gonna need to redo the arrows at some point and polish the arrows, but... Bumpers, are you even doing particle effects? I didn't even see it. Yeah, I can hit the 3, but then it hits other stuff. Gets a little trapped. Yeah, it's... Okay, I can't do a second 3-2-1. I don't need to do a second 3-2-1. Okay, I just wanted to see if I do this, do I notice the particle effect on the bumpers? Yes, I saw it for a second there. I think that it's getting lost in the new arrow. Dang it. Oh wait, duh. Then I can hit this and that and that. Yeah, I'm not noticing the particle effects. Oh, wait. The buttons? Is the buttons doing the particle effects? Is that what's happening? Particle system. Okay, yeah, you're doing particle effects. Okay, but let's add a particle system to this as well. And then do I want to do... now the cable material hasn't even been applied, but just interested about the structure itself. Oh, lighting's definitely better. Again, I don't know if you need the... Oh, maybe it's because it's looping in front. I think if you had the O loop behind to just hide that end point a little better, I think that might work better for me. But otherwise, just changing the lighting helped. But yeah, I think if you just have the O loop in the back instead of the front, that would look better to me. But I'm not necessarily a great arbiter of taste. I played just a couple of those like Steam screenshot things, and it was like, oh no, I am not. I no clue what I'm doing. Like I said, I'm gonna be happy if this game hits the 10 review mark, because I'm like, I think I can scrape some family and friends together enough to hit the 10 reviews. But that's it. I think it has potential to do a lot more than that, but also that's everybody thinks that. Everybody thinks their game is going to be the next big thing, but I'm like, it's because there's a creative layer to this where it's like if you want to paint out the word hello, you can. So That seems somewhat unique to me. I am adding a particle system other. Rendering particle. Dadgummit, just put in the particle system. Why do you always default to the worst? Why is the default always just the worst? Okay, so button. Can I just copy you? I will need to change it for this. Because I think this is doing it in a burst. Okay, that other particle system was really doing stuff. Oh, the shader. Okay, I cannot see inside of you because of the shader. Which may or may not be a good thing. Okay, so like 20. Really increase that. Okay, don't click off of you. That was not what I wanted. Oh, the trail renderer. No, the particle system. The particle system. Okay, I lied. Do that then? That's AI navigation. The particle system? Like if I go here, how do I look at the... There we go. Okay, I gotta just click on it. Okay, you. I need to move this. That's looking good to me. I don't know if you could maybe curve it away from the T and the Y. It's fine. No, that looks good to me. Now that it's curved around back behind there. And the colors keep getting better. You could maybe make it thicker. The letters are so thick, and the wire is kind of thin in comparison. So I guess you could either thin up the letters or thicken the wire. If you are. Again, I think you can also use your own judgment. You don't necessarily need me to say what looks good. And I also do not trust myself in any way, shape, or form, so... Okay, when I did the... Oh, it is just on top of the button here, isn't it? I was gonna say, it's gonna move the entire object. I just want to move the position of this. That's the shape of the thing. Oh, there we go. Okay, the position being... There we go. Okay, actually, I wanted to come out of the bottom. How about negatory? There we go. And, no, I basically want this to come out of your butt, so... Yeah, move it back along this just a little bit. Again, negative. And we might point this in a general... 180? No. So what's a 210? Okay, and I lied. We're gonna do cone. Yeah, that's a little thin. I don't know. Yeah, that's gonna move the entire object. Use gravity was in here somewhere. Gravity modifier. Okay, this seems like a lot. I don't want it to be this much, and I want it to last a little longer. There we go, that's a little more visible. And the gravity, okay, you can see the gravity as well. And how about not as many? That doesn't seem to be doing much. Okay, I gotta leave at 3. That just seems like a lot. Yeah, I just want a little less. Maybe the radius a bit bigger. Okay, how do I just cut down on the size? Or the number of the particles, rather. 5? There we go. Okay, maybe 2? That's more what I was thinking. Okay, and also... Some of that just feels like it's starting too high. It feels like it should all be starting at about here. Which would mean the radius should be 0. Oh, and it'll all just spray in different directions from that because of the cone. Maybe not 0. Maybe it's a little too little. And we move it down just a little bit. Sure. Let's just see what this looks like. You guys are gonna do that exact same thing here too, aren't you? Okay, I need you to just be the ball and that's it. Mistakes were made. Okay, what we're gonna do... Physics ball. And now we're gonna say... Okay, and then we're gonna go... Yeah, you don't need anything, right? The game manager is switching out the list of... Right? Or this start pipe is? No, I could have sworn it was the game manager is the one that's turning the slimes on and off. Should be a list of... Yeah, this. Okay, and it is just those objects, so I should be able to delete everything else. Oh, except the animator. Which is on you? No. Just on you? No. Just on... Because these are animating. Animator, ball. Okay. It's a decorative slime. Yeah, okay, there. I don't think you need the... Because these seem to have the ball. No, they don't. Okay, good. So decorative slime here. Literally remove everybody. Except the animator. Yeah, you should have no things. And then here, none of this. Apparently you don't even have whatever that is. Oh, am I fast enough for the pack? Not if I turn on caps lock. Okay, so now decorative slime, you can be a prefab. Original prefab. Okay, there we go. Now, we do a set of decorative slimes. There we go. Okay, so there's just a nice... Let's just double check that the decorative slime is still animating, because I do want the animation, but that's it. Yes, okay, you're still animating, but you're not doing any of the other nonsense. Yeah, because I knew all of these other ones were going to be pooping in each other's faces. Whoops. Okay, so now that does not help me fully, because this needs to have slime rolls. Let's just do 0, and then go I lied 5, and it's going to be decorative slime and the rest of these. Wait, you. Yeah, okay. I can do the math on that. 4, 6, 8, and 10, and away with ye. And then here, this system's still a little hacky, but... Another title image version. You're just cranking through those changes. I mean, it's not a ton of, I think I'm kind of out of criticisms. That's looking good. The A is kind of close on the one side. I don't know if you could kind of move just the top, like just the A, to kind of put it in between the L and the Y a little better. And maybe do the same thing with the O. Because they look like they're just slightly not centered. It really just, maybe just move the whole thing to the right just a little bit in terms of the wire. Just like scooch the wire to the right a little bit, but... Yeah, okay, background's gonna be transparent. Makes sense. Okay, so now, is the game playable again? Yeah, you can get a lot done in 4 hours if you just kind of sit and work on stuff. Countdown again. Yeah, that's definitely not gonna be one of the, like, starter ones. And I mean, a lot of people find it boring anyway, but... Oh, so the... So not the decorative slime, the actual slime. There was a... They're just supposed to exist in the world, right? There we go. Simulation space world. There we go. Okay, so now they're gonna actually be separated from the character, which they should be, not... Okay, yep, that's looking better. That's a little more centered. Yeah, it was both of them were just kind of close on the one edge. No, that's looking really good. Again, I hope that you were, you know, in agreement with the changes. You just kept asking for changes and then doing the changes. And I hope that you agree that the changes were, you know, making it look better. Yeah, okay. You didn't agree, you wouldn't have done them. Yeah, because that's a lot of my work, is like when somebody says, oh, hey, there's this thing you could do. I'm like, it's on that list. There's a lot of things on that list of things that I could do and things that I want to do. So... Yeah, that's always the frustrating thing. So I feel like I can spot problems. I just have no clue how to fix them. Solutions are the hard part, and I guess that's why... people are so hyped on AI. Because it just gives you some kind of solution fast. Not necessarily a good solution, but it gives you a solution. Okay, I'm not playing the dumb dad blasted game. It sure looks like it. Yeah. Okay, that's whatever. And now that's way too much. Since they're simulated in world space now. They need to last less time. do that. Yeah, I guess these particles I will also need to make sure they... There we go. 4, 3. 4, 3. Okay, that's not here nor there. Again. And they should probably be over the trail renderer. I don't know if they're... Oh, that's a layering thing. It's fucking 3 o'clock. I said I was gonna leave at 3 o'clock. So I am leaving. Gonna raid and dash. Or maybe I just don't raid. No, it's not that big of a deal. But I do need to leave. I did see that Rune Dice is out. Oh, Binks Plays is still doing Marble Snap. Because I've heard Marble Snap is kind of dead, and I know Second Dinner just did some layoffs. It's like, yep, okay. And it must be dead then. FDL I can Godot. Hump Day with some squid soda. Wow, there's all sorts of people. More Godot. I did a few raids for a while there. Have fun leaving. Thank you, thank you. Oh, no, we raided over here somewhat recently, too. Wait, as in you tuned in? Well, I think I saw the name pop up earlier on the stream avatars, but I don't know if you tuned in and then, took off. Have I been over here recently? I don't think so. Okay, I gotta... Oh, wait. I didn't even see if there was anybody here. Especially if, Yes, okay, there are 5 people here. I see the problem. Okay, let's just pick a target. I gotta raid and dash, so... You wanna help out with some Unreal? Okay. Let's all go over here and mess with some Unreal, I guess. Oh, I didn't do the marketing part of this, dang it. Whatever, I gotta take off. I may or may... Well, should be back tomorrow. Again, this week I've had... Bugger off with the ads, dang it, whatever. Okay, goodbye, good night, good luck. Have fun sleeping. Thanks for stopping by. Bye.
Gnome Vtuber, what is up? How you doing? How you doing?